Hey guys, so today in class we were talking about combinations, and we started with a problem like the one in example 1 where we've got some choices for size and some choices for type. So you've got tall or grande for like maybe a coffee order, and then I could have a latte, a mocha, or maybe just black coffee. And the question said, how many ways can I order my coffee if my options are, and then you look at these options. So today in class we talked about how to do this out as a diagram. Some shortcuts that we noticed, you could write like tall and grande as like T and G, and then L for latte, M for mocha, and B for black. And then one way you could count how many different options there are is you could draw a diagram where you connect them with lines. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 ways. Another quick diagram is a tree diagram. So you could say, well, I could order a tall coffee and then get a latte, a mocha, or a black coffee. So there's 3 ways there. Or I could get a grande coffee with a latte, a mocha, or black. So there's 3 more ways. And together, 3 plus 3 would be 6 ways total. Or you could use what we call the counting principle or multiplication principle, where you say there are 2 ways to order the first thing. There are 3 ways to order the second, or to make that choice. And so we can multiply 2 times 3 and get 6 total ways. And that was probably the fastest. Although the diagrams are going to be helpful when we do problems that are a little bit trickier. So it's good to know things like using your letters for instead of words, and using lines and counting lines is helpful too. On Khan Academy tonight, when you guys go on, there are going to be some handshake problems, and this is another one where drawing a diagram is helpful. So if your question was how many handshakes are there in a room with 5 people, it's helpful, I think, to draw out dots for people and to draw them in a circle. And then every time you draw lines between them, that represents a handshake. So if this is my first person, person 1, he could shake hands with this person, this person, this person, or this person. So there are 4 handshakes. So person 1 has 4 handshakes. And then person 2, handshakes with person 1, but I've already counted that handshake, so I'm going to start with 1, 2, 3. So person 2 has 3 handshakes. And then I'm changing color here to make it more obvious what's happening. And then if I go around in the circle, here's person 3. Well, this person's already shaken hands with person 2 and person 1, but they still need to shake with the other 2 people. So person 3 has 2 handshakes. And then person 4 has shaken hands already with 3 and 2 and 1, but they haven't shaken hands with person 5 yet, so there's 1 more. And then person 5 has already shaken hands with everybody else, so he has 0 handshakes. So with 5 people in a room, we can do 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 1. Let's see, that gives us 3 and 7 and 3 give us 10. So there would be 10 handshakes total. So for tonight on the Khan Academy, you don't necessarily have to write that work down for me. You're not going to be showing it to me, but it might be helpful to draw a little diagram and count out how many handshakes using the diagram. Or if you start to see a pattern, like 4, 3, 2, 1, you might be able to use that pattern. And then last but not least on Khan Academy tonight, we're going to see a counting problem where you have a starting number. For instance, you're starting at 4, and you're skip counting by 2s. So 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, and so on. Now this is looking a lot like what we did last semester, where you could write a formula for this. If you didn't want to write a formula, however, you can always just keep skip counting until you get to the 13th number. So I've done 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is my 5th number. This is 6, and then I could go 16, 18, 20, 22, 24, 26. Let's see, that's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's my 10th number. 11, 12. One more is my 13th number. And so you would know the answer was 28. So if I start at 4 and count by 2s, what is my 13th number? 28 would be your 13th number. You could also use what we learned last semester, because every once in a while that helps. So you could say this is your a sub 1 term. Your a sub 0 would have been 2. So then you could write your formula a sub n equals, we're counting by 2, so 2n plus 2. And we want to find a sub 13. So 2 times 13 is 26, plus 2 is 28. And really, whatever method is the fastest and the easiest for you to use, feel free to use. I don't really care which one you go as long as you get the answer right. So make sure you get these notes copied down tonight. Call them your 10.1a notes and label it combinations. And then go ahead and do a set of 8 flashcards on Khan Academy. Thanks, guys.